Every great story has a beginning. This one of Maybach and AMG started with a dream. The dream of building the world's first automobiles and reinventing it time and again, and sparking the passion for motorsports and creating the shapes that people will never forget. And also coming up with innovations that saves life and being a pioneer excellence in mobility all the time.
Mr. Daimler, you're working too much.
I just want the best. The best or nothing.
You can't really improve a Mercedes, but you can make it different, as pointed out by AMG founder Werner Aufrecht.
You would tune a BMW or a Volkswagen, but never ever a Mercedes.
We benefited because BMW was building wild cars even in their normal series and because they supported tuners. And for Mercedes, there was nobody who could do that.
Several aftermarket companies in prominence, and this specialist includes now in-house division AMG, as well as independent entities like Brabus, Lorenza, and Clement offer bespoke customization and transforming Mercedes vehicles into personal masterpieces, including Maybach, which evolved from Mercedes-Benz. Maybach today is known for being the most luxurious brand car from Mercedes-Benz. Maybach was founded by Wilhelm Maybach, who was born in Heilbronn, Baden-Württemberg in 1846. Maybach accompanied Gottlieb Daimler, the founder of Mercedes-Benz, to Maschinenbaugesellschaft Karisbe AG, which was a large automobiles company in 1869. And they spent many late nights developing new engines, pumps, lever machines, and metalworking innovations. Maybach inventions were already being regarded as some of the finest automobiles of the 19th century, and he became known as King of Designers. Maybach and Daimler decided to start their own business and establish Daimler Motorengesellschaft DMG, or Daimler Motor Corporation in English. Maybach designed entirely new types of racing cars in April and October 1900, which was known as Mercedes 35 horsepower during its debut in 1902. And most people were impressed with Maybach workmanship, which led to a production of Maybach DS8 Zeppelin, a car that would serve a completion after his death in 1929. And it was one of the most powerful productions in the world at the time, with a top speed of 171 km or 106 miles per hour. Admittedly, at a smaller scale, the Maybach continues to be the very best luxurious limousine cars the Mercedes-Benz can offer. As for AMG Mercedes-Benz, it was started by young engineers as underdogs who would spend their spare time at their home garage improving on Mercedes-Benz car engines for sports car racing, and they would go on to dominate on the road and the track. The AMG story started in 1960s when these young Mercedes engineers, Werner Aufrecht and Erhard Melcher, began working on Mercedes race engines with development department at Daimler-Benz. These race engines were used in 300 SC sedan, which at the time was the fastest produced car in Germany. But the track, it was disappointing, and Melcher improved the fuel injection system, and the modified engines went on to win 10 races. And at the time, they didn't get any support from Mercedes. And out of their dissatisfaction with Daimler-Benz, they quit. And since their names were Aufrecht and Melcher, and they're working at Aufrecht's apartment in Grosses Park, their new founded team, a company, was coined as AMG. And their first big project was to turn another 300 SE sedan into a race car. The 300 SE was a Mercedes-Benz flagship luxury car powered by a whopping 6.3 liters V8 engine, and it was very powerful to make the 300 SEL the fastest sedan in the world. But the SE was 16 feet long and weighed 3,800 pounds. The AMG overhauled the 300 SL and ripped everything apart and replaced everything inside, including piston, rockers, camshaft, and the engine now had 6.8 liters and was improved to 428 horsepower. And they also replaced the doors with aluminum, was made from aluminum, and they widened the wheel rims, leaving the young tires spread out. And this so-called Red Pig made a debut in 1971 in 24 hours of racing in Belgium. And it astonished everyone with its impeccable performance, and people couldn't believe it. And AMG just proved they could win without the support of Daimler-Benz. The AMG was attracting everyone who wanted to modify their cars, and they demanded skyrocketed to the roof, and their reputation highly improved.
Beginning, our philosophy to listen to customers was not really being implemented by any of the large manufacturers. Today, almost everybody does it inherently. And in the mid-70s, we increasingly got requests that customers wanted exterior modifications in addition to technology, and we met them. The 300 SL 6.3 was the first car that really kicked in, and with it, suddenly, a whole new group of customers.
In 1986, then they blew the automobile industry with their innovation skills by devising another 300 SEL sedan 6-cylinder engine and tore its engine apart and replaced it with a V8, and also improved the body to be a more dynamic and also bigger disc brakes, and the result was a brutal that one would be scared to drive it. It did 0 to 60 in 5 seconds at a top speed of 178 miles per hour. At the time, the interior was prestige and the vehicle looked sleek, and it's named Hammer. After the Hammer success, the Daimler-Benz felt they must strike a deal with AMG before anyone else could acquire it. So they struck a deal and contract with the former employees, so Daimler Mercedes-Benz could sell AMG Mercedes at their dealership around the world.
And then, starting in 1988, Mercedes-Benz contracted us to become active for them in the field of motorsports.
Aktiv im Motorsport zu sein.
And the first car developed in the new Mercedes AMG deal was a C36 AMG. This new sedan was a beast and could easily beat BMW M3. And in 1999, the C36 got improved to C43, which was a powerful V8 engine. During the entire time of AMG, every single one of AMG V8 engines have been handled by each of the 200 people working at the AMG engine plant with their own set of tools, and each of the engineers built one engine at a time from start to finish. And they are so perfect at it, and it only takes them 3 hours to complete an engine. And after the engine has been built, the final step is to put an individual signature by the builder of the engine. In 1999, Daimler bought a majority shares of AMG, and one of the first official car AMG would build for Mercedes was CLK GTR. And the race version was built in 1997 for FIA GT Championship. In all the AMG life, they have stayed true to their philosophy of building higher performance model of any Mercedes-Benz. Finally, the craziest AMG of them all by far is the G-Wagon G63 AMG 6x6. This 6-wheeler G-Wagon weighs 9,000 pounds and 36-inch of road tires, and it can go anywhere and over anything. The AMG Project 1 is another amazing AMG project to behold, and it's part of Mercedes-Benz Formula 1 Championship, and they've won many times, and they build the story of AMG is that one of precision, performance, and perseverance. Thanks for watching, and please remember to subscribe.